First and foremost, I mean, the leads definitely brought me here. That was something that was very appealing to me. Another thing that was important was the culture. And I kind of saw how well everybody got along with each other and how energetic everybody was towards real estate and how much passion they had towards it. And I wanted to be a part of that. Looking outside in, those are the two biggest things that brought me here, leads and culture. It has made me incredibly more efficient than I could have ever imagined. Just, from mail schedule to streak, to all of the support staff that we have here. Everybody that we have here at Dash and all the systems that we have in place, it takes a lot of the administrative tasks off of my plate to where I don't have to sit here and worry about all of those little things on a day-to-day basis. I can just focus on the people that I'm dealing with directly and the transactions that I have going on. I don't have to sit here and worry about, did I put this on the calendar? Did I make sure that I remember when due diligence ends? Do I have to make sure that I sent the receipt of monies? Like, all of that stuff is taken care of via streak and our mail schedule to the point where I can completely put my full trust on that, and all I can focus my attention on is dealing directly with the client and anything that involves them. So I don't have to spend 2-3 hours a day worrying about writing up a PSP for my client. Sure, I'm going to review it and send it over, but I don't have to worry about making sure that, oh, did I actually put the correct date for due diligence in my calendar? Did I, is it time to remind the clients to switch the utilities over? I don't have to worry about any of that because all of our systems and processes take it off of my plate to where I can just focus solely on the client. Support at Dash has been instrumental to allow me to produce at a much more efficient pace, if that's the right way to say it. Because if we look at our support staff, them running our market analysis for us, having a listing coordinator who handles pretty much everything, that allows me to focus on what I need to focus on and kind of be client facing rather than all of the administrative tasks behind the scenes. And then as far as our technology goes, it's kind of just like having a virtual assistant. So I have all of these people who work with me on my team that some of them are real people, some of them are virtual assistants that make my life so much easier. And it either allows me to work half the amount and make the same amount of money and do the same amount of sales, or work the same amount and do double the sales and maybe double the income. Sure, I could go work at an EXP and make 90% of every split and then have a $20,000 cap, but now I have to pay for a listing quarter. Now I have to pay for a CRM. Now I have to pay for listing photos. Now I have to pay for listing measurement. So it's like, sure, my split might be a little better, but on the back end, it's like, how much money am I really taking home? Because here I don't pay a dime. I don't have any. Sure, I can do my marketing outside of that, but I don't have to pay any type of administrative CRM, photos, measurements, listing coordinator, like any of that kind of stuff. I don't have to pay for any of that. There are so many things that I love about this company, and I love, I firmly believe this is the place that I'm meant to be. I don't ever intend on leaving Dash. The only thing that I think we lack with our structure and our systems that we have in place is that, it's harder to, you can't really necessarily do things your own way, right? I can't necessarily start the Sam Duncan real estate team here. Like, I can't go out and say like, hey, I want to start my own team. Like, I want to utilize Dash's systems and all the things that we have, but also kind of like run my thing my way. The person who wouldn't want to join Dash, lazy piece, it's a lazy turd. That's all it is. Somebody who's not accountable, somebody who's not willing to be honest with their actions and not willing to be honest with the amount of work that they're putting in, because it is a privilege to work here. So if we're going to give you all of this support, leads, whatever, and you can't give us your effort in return, not to say that you have to sell 30 houses a year. You can sell 5 houses a year and put in all the effort you want, but put in the effort, like whenever you're doing real estate, you're going full speed. I would say people that may not fit in here are people that shouldn't come to Dash, or maybe people who are a little more selfish and want to do things completely their own way and are not necessarily coachable. One of our core values here at Dash is to always give more than you take. We're all here to help each other be better, and we want to surround ourselves with people who are like-minded and want to make each other better. So if you're somebody who is only a taker, you're probably not like somebody who's going to fit in here. And then also somebody who, at the end of the day, nobody knows everything, and nobody should ever act like they know everything. All of us should be coachable at all times. Some people just think just because they've sold a couple of houses, they know exactly how real estate works. You will never, ever know everything about this business. So coming in with the mindset that, hey, I don't need help because I've already sold a couple of houses, I know what I'm doing. Sure, you might have a decent idea of what you're doing, but nobody on the planet knows how every single thing works in real estate. There's weird scenarios that pop up every single day, every week, every month, all the time. So people who are, not coachable and not willing to learn from somebody else and kind of putting their ego aside, those are people who probably don't fit in best here. Because yes, we do try to do things a certain way. We all speak the same language, but in our own voices.